I want every kid out there who feels overlooked, underestimated, to know I was you. Love me! The truth is, you don't need the most stars, hype, or rankings. You just need discipline, heart, and people who believe in you. Love me! I hope this moment shows you that chasing your dreams are worth it, no matter how big or impossible they seem. Love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, yeah, 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 love me, oh, love me, love me, love me, love me, yeah, yeah.
It all started with a bet. One Fernando Mendoza made on himself. He left California behind, driving east to Bloomington, Indiana, a place not known for football glory. No headlines, no fanfare, just a young quarterback chasing a chance to build something from scratch. Most transfers chase championships. Mendoza chose a program with more questions than answers. He saw potential where others saw a lost cause. Maybe it was the hunger in the locker room, or maybe he wanted to prove greatness could be forged anywhere. His decision was a quiet act of defiance against college football's status quo. He turned his back on the easy route, determined to earn every yard and every win. The journey from California to Indiana was long, each mile a moment to reflect on what he was leaving behind. There were no guarantees, only the raw opportunity to make a difference. Mendoza arrived not as a savior, but as a believer, in his arm, his heart, and the idea that he could help turn a forgotten program into something special. The bet was placed. He wasn't just transferring schools, he was embracing a new mindset. The road ahead would be hard, but that's what fueled him. He wanted to build, not inherit, success. For Mendoza, every step east was a step toward the unknown and toward possibility. He knew the odds, but he didn't care. He was ready to prove that greatness can start anywhere. Bloomington was waiting, the story was unwritten, and Fernando Mendoza was ready to write it. The quiet gamble had begun. Mendoza's arrival at Indiana was barely noticed, a name on a roster, a footnote in a press release. He didn't have the hype or the five-star pedigree. He was an underdog joining a team of underdogs. That anonymity became his armor. No one expected anything, so he simply worked. First in, last out, mastering the playbook and building chemistry. He spoke little, but his actions were loud. Teammates saw his dedication and started to believe. Coaches realized he was more than just depth. He was a leader by example. He didn't demand respect. He earned it, one rep at a time. The ghost became a presence. Within the football facility, Mendoza's work ethic began to change the culture. He was no longer invisible. He was the spark the program needed. Quietly, he was becoming the heartbeat of Indiana football. The transformation had begun. The underdog was now leading the pack. Indiana football's history was one of heartbreak. Decades of being the lovable losers. Memorial Stadium echoed with the weight of past failures. Mendoza felt it from day one. The doubt, the low expectations, the jokes. This wasn't just about football, it was about belief. The experts predicted another last-place finish. A winning record seemed like a miracle, a championship, pure fantasy. But Mendoza saw overlooked talent, hungry coaches, and players tired of losing. He believed the weight of history was a challenge, not an anchor. He aimed to change the mindset, to prove the future didn't have to mirror the past. The 2025 season was supposed to be another rebuild. Mendoza saw it as a blank page. He was ready to write a new ending. The mountain was steep, but he was undaunted. He saw possibility where others saw futility. The story of Indiana football was waiting for a new author. Mendoza was ready to take the pen. The climb began. The season opener was hot, humid, and full of nerves. Mendoza was named starter, a surprise to some, but not to those who'd watched him work. From the first snap, he was calm and in control. The team fed off his energy. A critical 3rd and long, the pocket collapsed, but Mendoza scrambled, kept his eyes downfield, and delivered a first down. The drive ended with his first touchdown as a Hoosier, a statement, not just a score. He led with quiet confidence, never rattled by pressure. Indiana won, an upset, the first of many. Mendoza didn't celebrate wildly, he just moved on, focused on the next challenge. The Big Ten started to take notice. For Indiana, it was the first step towards something bigger. Mendoza had proven they could win. Now the challenge was to do it again. The quiet quarterback from California had made his mark. The journey was underway. The belief was spreading. As autumn deepened, Indiana kept winning. Each week brought new challenges, hostile stadiums, powerhouse opponents. Mendoza was the calm in the storm, never rattled, always focused. Against Ohio State, he led a 98-yard drive to take the lead in the fourth quarter. In a tight game against Michigan, he calmly orchestrated a game-winning drive. When the game was on the line, everyone trusted Mendoza. The team became a brotherhood, forged in tough games and close calls. They played for each other and for their quarterback. Mendoza transformed them from underdogs into believers. With every victory, their confidence grew. They stopped hoping to win. They expected to. The past no longer defined them. Mendoza's quiet confidence was contagious. He taught them how to win. The fairy tale was becoming real. Indiana was no longer a pushover. They were contenders. The Big Ten was on notice. The team was united. And it all started with their leader's unwavering belief. The crucible had forged a new Indiana. By November, Indiana was undefeated. No longer a cute story, but a real contender. The pressure mounted, but Mendoza kept the team grounded. He stuck to his routine, deflected praise, and focused on one game at a time. The regular season finale was for the Big Ten title. Indiana fell behind early, but Mendoza led a comeback with poise and precision. They won their first outright Big Ten championship. The celebration was emotional, but Mendoza was already looking ahead. The undefeated run led them to the college football playoff. They won the semifinal, moving to 13-0. The pressure didn't break them, it made them stronger. Mendoza's calm was their compass. They had walked the unbeaten path, a journey no one thought possible. The nation was watching. Indiana was on the brink of history. The quiet leader had guided them every step. The dream was alive. One game remained. In December, Mendoza was named a Heisman finalist. The kid who arrived as a ghost was now among the nation's best. At the Lincoln Center, he watched his season's highlights: improbable throws, gutsy runs, unwavering leadership. The presenter opened the envelope. Fernando Mendoza. He hugged his family and coach, then took the stage. His speech was humble and heartfelt. He thanked his family, coaches, and, most of all, his teammates. "This isn't my trophy," he said. "This is ours." Mendoza became the first Indiana player to win the Heisman. It was a moment of pure grace. The journey from unknown transfer to college football's best was complete. But he knew the story wasn't over. There was still one more game to play. The Heisman was a symbol of how far they'd come. The final chapter awaited. The quiet leader was ready. The national championship was the final test. Indiana faced a dynasty, Goliath to their David. The stakes were higher than ever. The game was a war, every yard contested, every play a battle. Mendoza was brilliant, standing tall against relentless pressure. He extended plays, took hits, and kept getting up. With 2 minutes left, Indiana trailed by 4. Mendoza gathered his offense. 80 yards. Let's go be legends. He orchestrated a masterful drive, short passes, scrambles, perfect clock management. With seconds left, at the 30-yard line, it came down to one play. Mendoza dodged a defender, rolled right, and launched a perfect spiral to the end zone. His receiver, double covered, leaped and came down with the ball. Touchdown. The stadium erupted. Indiana were national champions. The fairy tale was real. Mendoza, the quiet transfer, had delivered the ultimate triumph. The team celebrated. The fans wept. The impossible had happened. The journey was complete. The legend was born. Indiana had reached the promised land. The confetti fell, the trophy was raised, and Bloomington celebrated for days. But Mendoza's legacy was more than wins or awards. He changed the way Indiana saw itself, on and off the field. He inspired belief, rewrote history, and gave the program a new identity. The name Mendoza became synonymous with hope. He proved underdogs can win, and greatness can come from anywhere. His story became a blueprint for every overlooked athlete. Today, a statue stands outside Memorial Stadium, a quarterback, arm raised in triumph. It's a monument to a season, a team, and a legacy. Mendoza showed that with enough heart, anything is possible. The quiet kid from California became a legend. His legacy will never fade, and Indiana will never be the same.